Indeed.
You're using the platform for your activism. You recently launched a website meant to give support to people who are being attacked online just for being Jewish or advocating against anti-Semitism. We've seen a rise in that. So was there a specific moment where you realized, you know what, I need to do something here?
Well, I think that living in, society when I left my community, I assumed that anti-Semitism was something of the past. When people would talk about it, I'd be like, oh, you're exaggerating. And then you see what happens and you realize this is not the past. We are literally entering one of the most dangerous phases I think that history has ever faced. If we allow this recurrence of anti-Semitism to occur, think historically of what that means. There's only 16 million Jews left around the world.
And how do you think that this happened? Because when you say, and a lot of us felt that way, oh, anti-Semitism, please.
Yeah.
You look everywhere, it seems to be fine. Saudi Arabia was going to do a deal with Israel. My gosh. How do you think that this happened?
I think that Western culture, it has been so ingrained in people to hate Jews that this is just the latest form of a very, very old and horrible reality. Think about it. First, anti-Semitism was religious. Right? We were supposed to have killed Christ, right? We were Jesus killers. So there were pogroms and we were burned at auto da fes in Spain and kicked out of the UK. I think we've been kicked out of more countries than people can name. Then when, the Pope around in the 1960s says, oh, sorry, they didn't actually kill Jesus. Oops, we've been killing Jews for thousands of years for no reason whatsoever. You would think at that point it would end. What does it become? It becomes economic anti-Semitism. Jews control the world, Jews have all the money, Jews make, impoverish everybody else. So anti-Semitism became economic. When World War II ended, and because Hitler didn't hate Jews because of religion, he said they were controlling the world. When that became unpopular, you would think at that point anti-Semitism is over. And now what do you see? Political anti-Semitism. Oh, I don't hate Jews. I don't like Zionists. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just a lie. Every day online I get death threats. Every day my children get death threats. I've been told that if I walk down the street and people see me, they're going to throw acid on my face.
Oh my gosh.
A young kid was stabbed in the subway. We have 4,103 anti-Semitic incidents in the UK, the largest recorded in UK history since October 7th.
Yeah, we just showed something that anti-Semitism is up 919%. What's the response been like since, there it is. What's the response been like since you launched your site?
Well, we are about to launch actually this week, and I'm really excited to talk about it because I think the issue is there are millions of people around the world who think that terrorism is bad, who understand that what's happening is outrageous and victim blaming. And instead of supporting terrorists, anyone who cares about any women, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, anyone who actually reads and understands what's happening realizes that all those deaths are at the door of Hamas. I read an op-ed recently where someone said, it was brilliantly said, I think it was in Newsweek, and they said, Jews mourn every death. For them, it's a tragedy. For Hamas, it's a strategy, not a tragedy.
You actually went to Israel and you visited with families of the hostages. What were those conversations like?
You meet these people. They were literally waitresses, public servants, people who you would like and befriend. And by the way, most of them interacted with people in Gaza because they lived in the surrounding areas.
Sure.
They had them for lunch. They supported them. They brought their children to hospitals. These were people they thought were friends. These weren't people who had any negativity towards Palestinians or, Muslims. And don't forget, in Israel, although people don't talk about it, there are millions of Muslims, millions of Christians. They all live in peace and unity. They are all part of the government. The IDF is comprised of Jews, Christians, Druze, Arabs, Muslims, Bedouins. I met with literally religious Muslim generals who were saying to me, Hamas is bad for everyone. Terrorism isn't okay. And yet if you say that online, you lose followers, you lose jobs, people attack you.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.